And what was quite interesting, I think, on day one, when we got everyone together, was we asked them what they wanted. And I keep thinking about this. I've thought about it lots and lots. They pretty much all came back to the same thing, which wasn't what I expected. And the two things that everybody said they wanted was to be able to scale the business. So in other words, we're going to scale it to higher levels of performance, and to have a business in what is self-managed. And then, we started to look at how do you do that? So whether you want to scale by organically growing the business that you own, so you've got no intention of making acquisitions, but you do want to take the business you've got to the highest possible level of performance, whether you want to start a squat and grow that way. So, to be able to do that, people find it difficult to extract the owner without financial loss. So we have to plan financially how we can get the business to a level that enables the owner to come out without loss of profit, hopefully even growth in profit. But the two things that people were looking to get from this was not only to get themselves out clinically, but to be able to take time away from the business from an administration point of view, so the business ticks over just the same as when they're in it. And of course, again, that needs to be financially planned. Personally, when we talk about a self-managed business, I think a business that manages itself is probably going to go backwards. I don't think a business that's not managed would improve its result. But self-managed, in my book, means that it still needs to be managed, but not necessarily to the same extent by the person who owns it today. And therefore, you need somebody to be able to take the reins and to be able to largely run that business in your absence in exactly the same way as if you were there. And so what people are now getting from SOBM is not just the leadership skills and the planning and the financial control and the scalability. People are also getting the fact that they're now bringing the managers along, and the managers are starting to grow as individuals. And you need both those things to be able to achieve what we set SOBM up for in the first place. And I think the fact that so many people have shown a desire to want to carry on to year two clearly is evidence that people have got massive value from year one.